Yes, yes. This is patch 35624H3. Good morning, Alcava. I appreciate that lurk very much. I hope you have a good day. So, starting out for major changes and new content. The Iggy and Deinon have both received their art and ability TLCs and now feature new abilities, updated stats, and new mechanics. And of course, we will go over that further down. Sorry, excuse me. After stream, I will highlight me going over the update notes and I will put it on YouTube and put chapters on it so y'all will be able to easily go find what part of the update you're wanting to know about. And then of course, once I get done going over the update notes, we will get in game. I intend on making an Iggy myself. So y'all can come join me as Iggy or Deinonychus. Comic Sans, yes! It's, for some reason, nice on my eyes. Using Arial hurts my brain. Yeah, it really was, Willow. It really was. -10 roleplay. Sorry, excuse me. Times. Let's see. Ah, shit. Why did that send me all the way to the bottom? Fuck's sake. Yeah, unfortunately not, Spino. Unfortunately not. Yeah, I might change it back. Okay, sorry guys. Enough distraction. Quit it. Critters can now spawn around the map and will wander and explore the area searching for prey. Critters can now attack players. I'm excited. This is also why, I'm gonna be deleting my Iggy and regrowing it so that we will truly be able to experience this update. Excuse me. Added new dynamically spawning AI critters. I'm gonna butcher how to say these, so I apologize in advance. But Megalocalis, Wadiosaurus centricalis, Diplocalis, Pseudo Arcanus, Wanambi, Limulus, Homonoscorpius, that'd be Occipod? Occipod? And Dynamasuchus. Updated the platy and frog textures and visuals. Barobatrachus. Carnivore diets have been adjusted. See notes down below, of course. We'll go over it when we get there. It'll be marked in the YouTube chapters when I get the video uploaded. Many older subspecies stats have been adjusted. We will get to that down below. Added berry trees to berry bush clusters and added more berry bushes to Gondwa. There's like 300 or more bushes that got added, guys. And there's some more details about that down below as well. About all the diet stuff. Aquatic creatures can now sleep anywhere in water, not just on the ocean floor. Added animation quality to thermal performance monitor. Updated paralysis heal rate values for all creatures. Added a kill 5 critters quest to Gondwa. I wonder why it wasn't added to Pandura yet. Improved rat out and beak clack functionality. Added mobile animation quality graphic settings. Yeah, Glow. Added a cap to recoil damage from attacks like a Cerato's Thrash attack to prevent players from taking extreme recoil damage when attacking smaller creatures. I kicked out of my server. Added thermal performance monitor for mobile devices, which will lower settings if the device thermally throttles to maintain frame rate and stable performance. Improved particle physics on Switch. Added a Miragaya spit hit effects. Added a particle effect burst when full paralysis is activated. An increased character deletion timer and added a secondary name confirmation step before fully deleting the character to avoid accidental character deletion. Was hydrating a little bit. Oh, my voice is gonna hurt by the end of the day. Oh no. Getting into bug fixes. Fixed food items not showing with low food values. Fixed auto-released charged bone break doesn't give damage or effect. Fixed chat auto closes while scrolling and does not block auto scroll while using page up or down keys. Fixed fresh blood faded scent icons are grayed out. Fixed certain attacks not hitting consistently. Fixed keyboard not getting detected as valid input on Xbox and PlayStation. Fixed character active in tutorial cave after logging out. Fixed issue with characters being unable to collect items in certain instances. Fixed character creation not always loading properly on some platforms. Updated cave meshes to try and prevent falling through them. Fixed chat auto closing while scrolling. Fixed being able to eat food picked up by another player. Megalania shrinking when being knocked back. Collision pushing other players while using precise movement. Animation optimization. Oops, sorry guys. I'm like short of breath, I guess. I've really still been struggling lately, and I'm not a fan. Various instances of log spam. Rubber banding when walking on specific food items. Fixed an exploit with pounce and collision. Deprecated old settings that are no longer used. Fixed an exploit with charge bite. Fixed group and solo abilities behaving correctly in certain conditions. What? I wonder if that was meant to say incorrectly? Fixed Arabic text causing FPS drops in chat panel. Fixed sounds not working in replays and previews. Fixed being able to walk underwater with certain characters. Fixed knockback causing creatures to float in the air in certain instances. Fixed instances of toxin not always killing you when it should. Fixed Tail Barrage for Miragaia dropping held items. Good. Miragaia attacks causing client-side desync. Fixed a home cave decoration exploit. Fixed a bug with quest failed toast making users unselect chat box or close it. Fixed bugs with food manager system. Fixed a bug where talking in chat on certain devices does not play chat sound effect. Fixed instances where users can't buck while pounced and clamping another player. Fixed various replay bugs. Guys, I hope that means we can finally get back to making our content with our replays. Please. Let me, hold on. Got to make a note. Prehistoria that I was streaming. Where was I? Okay. Fixed auto run bugs with free camera auto run setting. Community servers. Oops. Updated ability to set server weather and added weather server settings. I wonder what this means. I wonder if we'll be able to like lessen the amount of times that it'll rain or something. There's a snake AI? Oh my god, that's so cool. Yeah, same. I hope it applies to all of the previous updates as well. Although I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't know if I have it in me to actually do all of the Dryo videos. I'm not gonna lie, my soul is in tatters. So, now we've got the AI critters. New free roaming critters have come to Pandora and Gondwa. These dynamically spawning creatures will wander around the map, watching for danger and searching for things to hunt. Unique critters will appear in different biomes, with many having attacks and abilities that can be serious threats. Players must now watch out for danger, as many critters will chase and attack smaller dinosaurs like hatchlings and raptors. Critters like the platy can now inflict venom with its bite, while other aggressive creatures like Dynamasuchus can cause heavy bleed with its powerful jaws. Critters are also a great source of food for smaller dinosaurs and will vary, in what food type their corpses provide, such as Platy's body only being edible for scavengers. Oh, that's good to know. That is good to know. For diet changes, they have rebalanced many of the carnivore diets this patch. Thanks to the new critter AI that will be wandering around the map, diets are now less punishing for some creatures. As an example, insectivore, fisher, scavenger, and hypercarnivore no longer increases or decreases how fast a dinosaur loses its water. Hypercarnivores and scavengers will also not affect how fast food drains. Large dinosaurs no longer can sit in one spot for almost 2 hours without eating, and other dinosaurs will no longer die of starvation in under 20 minutes despite constantly looking for food. Insectivore now also takes longer for food to fully drain due to the limited number of insect food sources around the map, while fisher drains faster because of the abundance of fish. Thank goodness for the insectivore diet. Justice for insectivores. And they have not forgotten about their herbivore players. They have dramatically increased the number of berry bushes on Gondwa, with now over 300 spread across the map. These bushes can be found in open grassy areas, similar to where bushes grow on Pandora. Berry bushes now also feature a scraggly tree that grows in the middle of the cluster, making them easier to find in a dense forest. For subspecies stat changes, the team has also updated the subspecies for many dinosaurs that were using the older stat tweaks that forced a trade-off, such as increased speed but decreases armor. As a general rule moving forward, subspecies will provide positive gameplay options that are good for different playstyles. They will be avoiding modifying any massively game-altering stats such as land movement speed, turning radius, and mobility, as these have proven to be playstyle altering for any dinosaurs affected by those stat options are much more powerful compared to their subspecies alternative. Then we get into balance changes. They have made stat changes in this patch to address dinosaur abilities that no longer fit within the future planned playstyle of the dinosaur. Abilities that are too weak or no longer relevant in gameplay, and stat adjustments. These adjustments aim to make old abilities more useful in their current state and to help a dinosaur fit within its future planned gameplay style better while additional abilities are worked on. The adjustments they have made to the dinosaurs' base stats are intended to improve the gameplay for them now, while they work on future improvements in the future moving forward. And so these dinosaurs have been updated with the new species stats, which are Allo, Dasp, Deinon, Kai, Metri, Thal, Bars, Dino, and Iggy. Okay, finally we are getting into combat changes. Let me hydrate real quick, guys. Jeez. So much. And I mean, let me know what y'all are thinking about these changes so far. It'll be fun to get in game and have to run away from these critters or fight them. Yeah, for real. Goodness. Oh, a little stretch. Ooh. Sit up. Maybe that'll help. So, the Struthi, they increased the kick barrage damage to 9. That's good, Spino. Let's see. Okay. They increased kick barrage's potency to help reward Struthi players for using this attack. Now the trade-off should be less punishing to land this attack while slowed down versus the reward for using it. We finally got some Campto justice. They increased max health to 600 from 400. Decreased hop away stam to... Sorry. Decreased hop away stamina cost to 10 from 15. Added thick scoots hide and second wind hide. And removed tough scoots and lightweight scales. They're removing Campto's bait. Where did I get removing from? I'm sorry, guys. They're increasing Campto's base health to help it be able to survive more hits in a fight and make its hop away ability less draining to use. This should be helped additionally with either its thick scoots hide allowing it to regen health faster, or second wind, which gives the Campto more stam every time it receives a hit. Oh, that's pretty cool. Then for Packy, they improved base turning, added second wind hide, and braced legs back limb. And then they removed tough scoots, lightweight scales, lone survivor, balanced tail, and senses. They're rolling back some of the previous nerfs to see how Packy performs with the retired abilities no longer allowing it to perform better than intended. Additionally, the second wind hide ability and braced legs should assist it in utilizing its terrain better. For the Kintro, increased max health to 600 from 450. Increased base damage of tail attack to 55 from 45. Increased base damage of tail swing to 45 from 25. And improved its base turning. Yeah, of course, Spino, of course. Feel free to put it in chat. For the Anno, they removed traction. Then for the Sty, they increased max health to 600 from 550, improved base turning, and removed balanced legs. For the Alberta, they removed balanced legs, and the stomp now locks users in place when activated. Yeah, Glow. It's good that they gave it a little bit of a buff. So that wind hide ability, when receiving a hit in combat, receive 2 stamina. That's the wind hide. Nice. Okay, cool. Okay, yes. Lambeosaurus. Increased dunking kick speed boost to 20% from 10%. Increased healing presence heal boost to 1 from 0.25. Increased protector armor boost to 25% from 50%. Removed stamina cost of back kick. Increased effects of all combat calls by 5%. Double duration of all combat calls. You're not planning on hunting packies anymore? Yeah, that's gonna be a pain. Sorry, excuse me. And then for the dev note for Lambio, they've increased the effectiveness of the combat calls to give them more comparable strength to the survival and healing calls. Additionally, they have buffed healing presence protector hides to be stronger and aid Lambio more effectively in its support role besides just its calls. Finally, a dunking kick can now get more of a swim. Dunking kick now gives more of a swim speed. Then for the Miragaya, increased Muddy Scales paralysis boost, decreased. Muddy Scales paralysis boost to 10% from 50%. Increased tail venom amount to 0.35 from 0.25. Increased tail swing venom amount to 1 from 0.75. Increased tail barrage venom amount to 0.2 from 0.15. And increased caked on mud buff to 18 times from 3 times. They're decreasing the paralysis boost from Muddy Scales to both compensate for the newly buffed caked on and make this hide option more comparable to its other options. The venom output on most Miragai's attacks has been increased to assist in combining venom with detonate. Noise. Then for the Stego, they increased max health to 750 from 600. Increased stam recovery rate to 0.7 from 0.4. And removed traction. For the Amarga, Stomp now locks user in place when activated. And then getting into the Iggy, of course, it received its TLC pass. I will be growing myself a Iggy today. Well, regrowing my Iggy, so we'll be able to see all of it. Added bipedal stance, family chorus, retaliate, trampling feet, arm slam, block, quadrupedal, running start, thumb barrage, resilient scales, second wind, thick scoots, braced legs, gauntlets, hero stand, back kick, gallop, pivot, and planted feet. Yeah, Glow, same. It's about time. Thumb barrage, yeah, right? Swish, swish, stab. I'll spawn in as my adult to take a look at the abilities before I delete it to regrow as a baby. So, added stamina recovery boost while in bipedal stance. Increased max health to 750 from 700. Increased health recovery rate to 1.4 from 1.11. Added a second front limb slot. Added a second back limb slot. Removed the tail slot. Increased Iggy's slot size to 4 from 3. Moved tail attack to back limb. And added knockback to the tail attack. Then they removed Lone Survivor, Stab, Lightweight Scales, Tough Scoots, Slick Scales, Attraction, Webbed Feet, and Tattletale. You became a Herbie Suko. For the dev note, they've rebalanced some of Iggy's stats to fit better with the more heavy-hitting playstyle it now has. The max health and health recovery rates have been boosted to allow Iggy to be able to stand its ground better. They've added a second front and back limb slot to allow Iggy to utilize more of its abilities in these two categories. Small little thing for the EO. They removed balanced legs. For the Dinocaris, they increased his duration to 75 seconds from 20. For the bars, they increased tail attack damage to 55 from 45 and increased tail slam damage to 85 from 75. Then for the hats, they adjusted stam to scale with growth. Reduced stam cost of barrel roll to 2 from 5. Reduced stam cost of flail to 2 from 5. Increased flail damage to 60 from 35. Lowered Shriek of Horrors cooldown to 150 seconds from 300. Lowered Death Croak cooldown to 180 seconds from 300. Removed stamina cost of Death Croak. And lowered Beak Cloak... Lowered Beak Clack cooldown to 150 seconds from 300. They've reduced the stamina cost of Hatz's air-based attacks to let it better fight in the air while still requiring careful stamina management. They have also increased Flail's damage to not be made obsolete by barrel roll. They're also lowering the cooldowns of Hatz's calls due to them being too limiting and slow to use compared to calls available to other dinosaurs. Finally, the Killer Baby Hats should be less terrifying for our Rex players. For the Deinonychus, it of course had a little surprise TLC pass that like we didn't even hear anything about. Hi Barris. Ready to go into heck mode? Oh, scratchy. So, they added Distracting Chatter, Mob Rally, On Alert, Rat Out, Slicer, Sever Tendon, Double Jump, Lucky Feathers, Loose Down? Escape Artist, Meat Shield, Pack Hunter, and Static Cling. Wow, those are interesting. None looks scary. Lowered max health from 350. Wait, lowered max health to 350 from 500. Jeez. Lowered combat weight to 800 from 1000. Increased Raptor Strike's duration to 30 seconds from 10. Increased sprinting stam cost to 0.5 from 0.3. And removed alert call, bark, ripping kick, dense feathers, lightweight, scout, slick feathers, and rudder. I'm honestly, like, I'm not too familiar with Deinonychus. They have lowered Deinonychus's base durability stats, as Deinon now has much greater mobility tools in its arsenal. Stamina has been adjusted as well for this reason. Raptor strikes receive the same buffs the other raptors are receiving to help this attack be easy to use. And of course, today, guys, if y'all want to come join me, we're gonna do Iggy's and Deinon's. Okay? For Latin, they decreased health to 400 from 500, increased combat weight to 1,400 from 1,100, decreased base bite damage to 35 from 50, decreased hiss damage reduction to 50% from 75%, increased hiss duration to 1 minute from 20 seconds, and increased raptor strikes duration to 30 seconds from 10. Dev note, they're adjusting Latin to further lean into the damaging raptor role between it and Deinonychus, while also adjusting some of its base health and damage stats in mind with Deinonychus buffs. For the conch, they improved base turning, removed lightweight scales, and removed balanced claws. For the Alio, they improved base turning and then removed lone survivor, balanced tail, and attraction. Yeah. Hopefully something will come in the future for it. Sorry, excuse me. I wonder what their plan is. They're removing that sort of stuff from all of the dinos, Willow. I don't want to mess up where I'm at in my doc. They put a note. Hold on. So it was the subspecies stat changes and balance changes notes. I'll copy paste it in the chat. So this is then this is in regards to the balance changes. There you go. Sorry for the little bit of text spam. I just didn't want to lose my place in the notepad. and also didn't want to reread it. For the Aquilo, they reduced max health to 525 from 600. Increased health recovery rate to 1.65 from 1.25. Reduced bite damage to 50 from 60. Reduced survival of the fittest speed increase to 5% from 10%. Increased raptor strikes buff duration to 30 seconds from 10. Increased ripping kick base damage to 25 from 10. They also increased ripping kick's bleed damage to 0.4 from 0.25. Increased war cry armor and stamina recovery values increased to 25% from 10%. Increased war cry duration to 60 seconds from 30. And increased mocking cackle duration to 60 seconds from 30. They're bringing down some of Akilo's solo lethality and base durability to both further line up with the mob boss playstyle and the Deinon TLC. The base health and default bite attack have both been lowered alongside the speed boost from Survival of the Fittest. In return, its health recovery has been increased along with Raptor Strike and Ripping Kick to get alternative damage options. Warcry and Mocking Cackle have been adjusted to help your Raptor minions excel with their tools. For Dasp, they increased max health to 675 from 600. Decreased heavy bite cooldown to 10 seconds from 15. Reduced bone snap bone break amount to 10 from 30. Improved base turning. And then removed tough scoots, balanced tail. For the Metri, they increased Putrid Scales poison amount to 0.25 from 0.15. Increased Intimidating Screech to 60 seconds from 30. Increased Stamina Recovery Rate to 0.7 from 6.7. And improved base turning. And then they removed Lightweight Scales, Balanced Claws, and Balanced Tail. For the Meg, they increased Viper Strike's venom amount to 0.2 from 0.1 and increased Toxic Scream duration to 60 seconds from 30. Then for the Sugo, they increased Claw Barrage damage to 20 from 5, removed stamina cost of Claw Attack, reduced Claw Barrage damage to 5.5 from 6, and removed Lone Hunter. For the Aloe, they increased Claw Barrage damage to 20 from 5, removed stamina cost of Claw Attack, increased Hatchet Bite base damage to 60 from 25, lowered stamina cost of Hatchet Bite to 1.5 from 3, and improved base turning. And then they removed Tough Scoots, Lightweight Scales, Balanced Tail, and Traction. Then for the Picno, they decreased charge damage values to 90 from 110. Increased health recovery rate to 1.4 from 1. Decreased bite damage to 35 from 45. Increased headbutt damage to 35 from 20. Headbutt now deals a small amount of recoil damage. Increased horn swipe knockback significantly. An increased combat weight to 3,500 from 3,300. For the Spino, they removed traction. For the Rex, they removed lightweight scales and balanced tail. Some known issues that they had was that the Latin and Picno had missing abilities and empty ability slots. It'll be fixed in a future patch. The Aquilo and Kinshiro do not have all their stat adjustments fully pushed into the game and are using curve overrides for official servers. Community servers can use the same overrides found in server updates. Your server owner, get the server owner role in the Path of Titans Discord in the role setup channel to see the link to the server updates channel. Let me snooze ad real quick. They did end up running into some crash issues. They're working on fixing bugs and crashes that they're having, and will roll out more hot fixes later today. Get that fixed.